In this video, I'm talking about the perfumes I received for my birthday. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I'm a perfume reviewer. Please do subscribe and join this all perfume community. And if you're not new, welcome back and thank you for watching, all of your support, liking and commenting on my videos. I've definitely said before on here that part of the reason I came to have a big perfume collection is that every single birthday I would ask for perfume from my family. And there was definitely a time when they were a bit fed up with that and just were all asking, like, what else do you want? Like, what else but perfume? There is nothing else. Maybe chocolate and notebooks, but yeah. I have received perfume again this year and I'm extra excited to talk about these scents because there's some really great affordable ones. And so I will go through them individually and not really in any particular order and tell you why I wanted them, what their notes are and what I think they'd be good for, where you can buy them from. But I haven't worn all of them yet as a full day's wear. I've tested them out, so this is a bit more like a first impressions in most cases. First we have Burberry Brit for her, and it is the EDP version. And this is from Sam, from my husband, and what he had done is asked me to list a few perfumes that I wanted, and then what he usually does for Christmas, for birthdays, he'll choose one or a couple so that I get an element of surprise. But I am really pleased that he got this tub around because Burberry aren't making this anymore. This is a throwback from 2003 and I really didn't want this one to pass me by. And so this perfume has in it some notes that would tempt me. It's lime, it's mahogany and it's sugared almond, and I smelt it for the first time the other day. This was a blind buy, blind present, and I love the way it smells. This is sugary for sure. It's got peony in it too. I can smell the mahogany note, but I knew that it was really familiar. And I was in the middle of filming a TikTok and I thought, I can't finish this video until I know what throwback noughties celebrity perfume this is almost identical to. And then I realised it reminds me so much of Black Star by Avril Lavigne. They share pear, this has pear in it too, they share vanilla, but that's it. But somehow it's like I'm smelling the same thing. And then I remembered it was actually a lovely subscriber who had suggested this to me because of Black Star. So I will put her account name on so you can see. And then another subscriber has since said that this is really great for autumn. So yeah, I'm so happy with it. It's a great perfume, great recommendation, and equally I would recommend it as well if you like Black Star. Apparently some people really don't see the similarity, but I really do. This is a really great perfume. Also, this was £31 for 100 millilitres from Notino, but you'll pay £25 for 50 millilitres. So it's typical of my husband. He wanted the better value rather than maybe thinking of whether I'd get through it. But I love the scent profile, so I might well. I'm really, really happy with this perfume. Next, and also from my husband, from Sam, is Your Turn by Billie Eilish. And I was surprised by this, even though it was on that list that I'd given a little while ago. I was surprised because we'd set a budget and then Sam didn't keep to the budget, so I'm very lucky. I smelt this in May, funnily enough on Sam's birthday, and loved it instantly, but I've just found it too expensive. It's usually around the £50 mark when I see it in Superdrug, but I have seen that you can buy the 30 millilitre bottle for £44, so it's kind of coming down. It's just at the more expensive, at the higher end of price points for celebrity perfumes that I would like to pay. But another throwback coming up, because I'm going to talk about this in a second, because when I smelt this back in May, I thought it was like With Love by Hilary Duff, and how many times a week am I saying those words at the moment? I just loved that perfume, one of my favourite perfumes ever, and that's what I thought I had in this. I smell it today and I see that they are different scents, so I wouldn't be mad if somebody was like, it smells nothing like it. I don't get that at all. But you've got in here cardamom, ginger, bergamot and sandalwood, and the brands say it's warm and fresh, and for a moment I was thinking warm and fresh, and then I get it, it's woody, but you've got the bergamot. There's also peach in here as well, which really surprised me. I don't pick up on that at all, and there's some coconut. I wouldn't have been able to tell those scents were in here. sandalwood is a lot stronger now than it was to me when I first tested it. When I first tested it, it was just all about, right, this is like with Love. That was a spicy scent too, with the cardamom, maybe that's why. And I don't love sandalwood being too strong in perfumes, but here the ginger brings it back. I still really like this. I think it's perfectly unisex as well. I'm very happy, feel very lucky, very happy. But I don't like this bottle. I just can't balance that out with anything positive. Well, it's different. But I couldn't get the lid off yesterday. I just couldn't get the lid off. And I was trying it. I was like, come on, just like give it some, get the lid off. But I was hearing a very worrying sound around the nozzle that felt like I was damaging it, which for an expensive, you know, I hope we agree that this is still expensive. This is still, you know, money that's been, you know, chosen for this. I didn't like the idea that I was kind of damaging it potentially. And then Sam was able to do it really easily. And he was saying about having a knack for it and so on. And I just thought, I don't want to think. I don't want to think or have a knack. I just want to be able to get, shall I see if I can do it? See, not easily. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know that dexterity isn't really my thing anyway, but I just want everything easy, and that is my little moan about this scent. But Billie Eilish does love an out there bottle. I know the bottom of it because of the information on the bottom. It's cute, it's different, but I would recommend the smell because it just smells good on first sniff. Good smell, perfectly unisex. Here we have 3 perfumes, and they are from my mum, and the house is Monde Gourmand, and you will have some interesting pronunciation coming up from me with these. This is a house that I've had my eye on for a long time because I've been following their Instagram account pretty much since I began my own account in 2018, and they have some really great scents. And it was only within the last couple of years that some of them became available in the UK, which is great. So I have a couple of others, I've talked about them on here before, but not all of them are available in the UK. And they had this really amazing looking collaboration last year, and those scents in the collaboration weren't available in the UK, but then in April this year I saw that they were. So I actually said to my mum, would you like a birthday idea? And as my mum likes to be organised, she was happy to buy me a couple of the perfumes. So she bought these 2, and it was on Look Fantastic. They were £44 for the both, I think, and then this product, which I'll also talk about, came free. So I can recommend Look Fantastic for their prices. And even though one of the perfumes didn't arrive, which with the complicated way that we ordered, we only realised last week. So this one here hadn't arrived, and then I think what had happened was because they'd arrived to my mum's house, she knew I'd asked for 2 perfumes, put the 2 products away, and didn't, you know, why would she think there'd be a third one? I wouldn't have told her about the free product. So Look Fantastic were really good, sorted it all out, and then sent me along the bottle that was missing. The perfumes, let's get into it. So this first one here, Pêche, Delicieuse, I'm trying. A peach scent was part of this collaboration I talked about, and it just had to have peach in the name for me to want it. I don't even remember if I saw the other notes back then, but when I tried this, it was different to what I expected. This isn't just a juicy peach, this is, oh, it's so good, it's so good. This is toasty, so I get Juicette vibes from this, the way I feel about some of their perfumes. Oh, their perfumes are so good. Real proper gourmand niche smelling perfume. It's strong. I know peach isn't for everybody. If peach is strong, I think it smells really good. And like peach snaps. Archer's is the brand that makes me think of being 16, and that is what this smells like. But with the crumble note that it has, making it seem toasty, and it's got some caramel, which I get a hint of. And I'm just so happy with this as an affordable scent. I'm so glad we were able to get hold of it in the UK. The next one I asked for was Confetti Dorés, and this is meant to smell like a birthday cake, and it was created in honour of the brand's 10th birthday, and as well as being a scent profile that is just so tempting for me as a birthday present, it seemed perfect. Now I smelt this the other day and I wasn't wowed at first. Maybe I was just missing my peach one that didn't arrive. Now I'm going to get mixed up. No, it was this one that hadn't arrived. I don't know, maybe I just smelt it at a rush, or for whatever reason. It didn't wow me at first. I found it quite light. and it was reminding me of Vanilla Cake by Montale. Hardly surprising, they've got the same intention, but I get a lot more from this now, and it's hazelnut, apple blossom, sugar crystals and vanilla cream, and on my second test I found it a lot creamier. Very comforting. Yeah, it's like childhood, it's like cake, and it's like those products I always talk about if something reminds me of childhood, like lip balms. Products made for children that smell sweet and yummy. I would like to layer this perfume. It's a good one. So yeah, I'm really happy to have that. I'm not disappointed. Of course they are, what do you call it when it's a blind buy but you didn't pay for it? Choices I made without testing, but I think with these scent profiles, I couldn't really go wrong. They don't come in boxes. I actually found that when I was sent PR from a company for this brand. They weren't in boxes then, and I thought maybe that's because they're PR, but they weren't this time around either. And this Fleur Monoi isn't a perfume that I would have chosen, and in fact it's actually a hair and body eau de toilette. It is £28 for 100 millilitres, so it's really great to receive it as a gift. Yeah, just something with Fleur in the name, as a rule, I wouldn't pick out. But I smelt it before knowing the notes. I thought it smelled nice. It smells like a hairdresser's. And funnily enough, in this, there is coconut, which I can't really pick out. I wouldn't have thought there was coconut in this without knowing. And it's neroli and gardenia, and I get the neroli and the gardenia in equal measure. It smells nice. Not a me scent. I wouldn't pick it out, but as it's hair and body, I think I'm going to give it a chance. I might see how I get on with my other brand hair and body sprays. I need to actually be using these things. Really great that you get the free gift though, because this is actually worth £28. More than I thought, more than these ones are. More than I thought it would be. So the fact that Look Fantastic are offering that is a nice thing, and yeah, just adds to the birthday fun. This is Betsey Johnson by Betsey Johnson, and I'm just so happy with this perfume. I'm going to have to make sure I breathe while I'm talking about it. I first tried this perfume in Macy's in 2007 and I loved it. It was unlike anything I tried then. It just smells good, and I think it smells really different. I will compare it to another perfume, but I still think it's not like many others. Maybe two perfumes I can compare it to. So I smelt it in Macy's, and then this was back when online shopping wasn't quite what it is now, and the way that my mum tracked it down to buy it for my birthday that year was to actually go into London and buy it from Floral Street. So it wasn't particularly easy to get a hold of, and I dare say it would have cost more than it did this time around. This was me sending my mother-in-law a link. So this is from my in-laws, from both of them of course, and it was £20. That's so good. And it's from Fragrance X, and I've had people ask me, this isn't hard, that was me. I've had people ask me about Fragrance X before and whether I've had any problems, if they're reputable. They've been brilliant whenever I've bought from them. So this, while it's on my mind, I'm going to say smells just like it did. So even with it being an older release, there's no problem. And it is pear, grapefruit and apple, and it smells sweet, floral, but in a way I like. Just unusual, and like a feminine perfume I want to wear to go shopping with. It reminds me of JLOVE, or rather the other way around, because JLOVE by Jennifer Lopez was out later. That's got tangerine in it, and the DNA of it with the pear, it's giving God Is a Woman from Ariana Grande. That sweet, fruity, kind of addictive, drinkable smell. This is a lovely, lovely fragrance, and I'm so happy that it's worked out how I wanted it to, that I've got it back, but I've really got it back, the same smell. Kind of makes me wish I'd done it sooner. So I'll enjoy it. Do you know what? This might have to be my scent of the day actually. Yeah, this is a great perfume. Highly recommend. £20, so beautiful, look at it. If somebody liked things that looked a little bit quirky, it would make a really good gift as well. This is Addictive Indulgence from Pepe Jeans, and it's from my sister. And I'm just so happy with this perfume as well. I mean, look at it. And it's giving the vibes that Kayali's teasers are giving at the moment for their releases. They've got 2 perfumes coming out. I'm so excited. Now, I love Pepe Jeans perfumes anyway. I think they're well underrated. They're so affordable, and I've got some really great smelling ones. I saw them come out with Addictive, and that went on my list for Sam. I think maybe not as early as Christmas. It could have been Mother's Day or something. And then it went on this list for this birthday. But when my sister asked me what I would like, I, tried my luck, looked up Addictive Indulgence, this one, which I already knew was coming, and thankfully it was available in the UK, and only a few days before it hadn't been, so I'm really pleased. Now, as well as the beautiful bottle, of course, we will get into our notes. They are on the back this time around. Before I forget, she paid, was £18 for the perfume from My Origins, and adding on your postage and packaging, a really great price sent. This is pink pepper, pear and white chocolate in the top, in the heart, jasmine, vanilla and coffee, and in the base, amberwood, cocoa and sandalwood. When I first smelt this, I just wanted it to smell gourmand. That was my hope, that at least some of those yummy notes would be detectable in the fragrance. And I'm happy to say that my first impression was a good one. It smells gourmand. It smells different enough to anything in my collection that I'm getting that new perfume feeling, which is really lovely. It's comforting, it is chocolatey, and as I smell it, I have the image of Brown Bear chocolate in London, which I'm lucky enough to have been to twice. I could go there every week quite happily, and that's like a chocolate cafe, and it's dark furniture, and that's what I can smell with this. That's how I feel when I smell this perfume. There's the pepper, and because you do have quite a strong pear note in this, and coffee, I think it has the DNA of Black Opium by YSL. That's your way into this fragrance. It's smelling like that one to me at the moment. On the skin, when I give this a proper wear, I really hope I get the white chocolate, because that's a note that we don't have often enough in our perfumes. And I can't wait to go and add this to my cabinet with the other cocktail bottles. Pepe jeans are so underrated, I think. I mean, I'm thinking about when I went into their store last year, and this is true of a lot of designers and their perfumes, that like I had to ask for one, it got brought downstairs, there wasn't a tester, it was in a cellophane wrap, and I was just like, there should really be a section for these, they're so good. And if you can get like a piece of designer for £20, like, I mean, they make them, like, why not have them in the shop, like, so you can go and look. But anyway, that's a whole other topic. I'm really happy with this, and just I'm looking forward to wearing it properly. Now, there is one perfume that I haven't received yet, and that is from my other sister. And I had sent her a link to a perfume. She wanted a birthday idea, and I sent her the link to DKNY's Ice Pop Berry Bliss, which I tried at the airport in a bit of a rush. Well, was I rushing? No, I was rushing afterwards when I saw the time. We were at the airport in May, and I tried it out and thought, yeah, delicious, lovely, fun. And it is notes of mango, strawberry and cotton candy. So lots of good stuff in there. I'm seeing my sister next week, so I might be receiving that. I think she'll have gone for that choice, but I don't know yet, and I was too impatient and wanted my video done. But if I do receive it, I will of course give it a wear and let you know what I think. So that's it. That is all of the perfumes I received for my birthday, except for maybe that one that is on the way. So as ever, please let me know what you think of these perfumes if you've tried them. Maybe you have some of them in your collection already, and just chat to me about your birthday. Do you ask for perfume? What was the last perfume you received as a gift? I'm here for all of it. Please do give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to my channel as well. I'm also over on Instagram and on TikTok. Thank you again, and I'll see you in my next video.